How's it going, everybody? This is Max from Replay Zone Gaming, back with another episode of Old School Tuesdays. Today, we have a rare replay, and we have loaded up Conkers Bad Fur Day. So this is part of the rare replay on the Xbox One, where they launched 30 titles for $30, and it's just been a really great experience so far to be able to experience all these arcade and Xbox 360 titles, where a lot of them originally lived on the N64 and PlayStation 1. So, we're just going to be playing this for a little bit of time, checking out some of its main features, and then seeing what this game is all about. So, right away, I can tell you the timeline. This game came out in 2001. These guys are probably going to kick my ass because I'm not familiar with the fighting system in this game. But, I know that at some point you get a gun that you could use. But I do not know when or how to obtain the gun. Let me see if I can... Oh, God! That was terrifying. Okay. Can I just try to run the hell away with this? Oh my God! Oh shit! No! No! That's bullshit! I worked hard for that. Okay. So, this game was released in 2001, which is, I believe, 1 year after Banjo-Tooie, the second game in the Banjo-Kazooie franchise. Oh, I guess I can't go in here with it. So far, what I've been able to see is it's pretty much on par in terms of graphics from that game. Maybe it relies a little bit more on skins than overall textures. The controls are a little wonky. Everything that has to do with camera movement seems to be inverted, and I was not able to find any way to change that. Also, looks like your moveset is fairly limited, although I'm not sure if this is going to be like Banjo-Kazooie, the first game, and give you an opportunity to learn new moves and be able to have a little bit of a better fighting system overall. So, so far, I've been enjoying this game a lot. One of the main selling points for this game, I'm just gonna leave that honeycomb alone because I don't think I'm doing it correctly. One of the big selling points for this game when it first came out was the fact that it was very crude, and a lot of people hadn't really experienced games like this before, and this really gave them an opportunity to do so. So far, I've really been seeing it. Just a lot in the dialogue, and just obviously graphically it's not up to par with today's games, but still like the blood and gore that is included in the game. And I believe this is the first game, the only game in the rare replay that actually has a mature audience warning for anybody that's about to play it. So that's obviously one of the fun selling points for mature audiences that get to actually enjoy this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of different characters in the game, and you won't really get to hear it much since I'm voicing this over. But you'll see if you play it yourself, or if you watch another video where I'm not talking as much, that there is quite a bit of voice acting in the game. And I don't know how early they started doing voice acting. I know that in Banjo-Kazooie and in Banjo-Tooie they did not, in fact, have voice acting. They instead had voices preset for characters that they would just make noise and not much of anything else. And then there would just be text boxes going across the bottom. Where in this game they actually do take the time to say everything, even though in many different occasions it's very hard to understand them based on what kind of voice acting they're using. Not sure what the overall premise of this game is. I know that at the very beginning of the game you're hungover and you're just trying to get home. And I think that's pretty much the idea for the entire game, is that you just have to go on this crazy adventure just to try to get home, and you happen to go through all these places. But overall, I don't know if you have to collect stuff, or I don't know if it's very linear and you just have to walk through all the other games. That's probably something I'm gonna find out in the later aspects of the game. But for now, I'm just starting to explore the basic concepts and seeing if I could get used to the controls and figuring out what's the overall points of the game. And as you can see in the video, I am very poor at this game. I'm okay at Banjo Tooie, I'm okay at Banjo Kazooie, but really so far I've not been able to figure out anything drastic in this game in terms of fighting system, nor being able to accomplish many goals. The platforming does seem reasonable because you have a fairly high jump, but I don't know if I need a better move set to be able to kill those wasps, because right now literally all I have is a frying pan that I could only use if I'm standing still in front of somebody, which very much limits my fighting capabilities. So that still has yet to be figured out exactly what's going to happen with that. But we'll see. So right now I'm mainly trying to figure out what can be accomplished in this world. I know right trigger, oddly enough, can be used for camera, although that does not hide your character, so that's a little bit annoying. I could try to climb that middle spire, but there's a very good chance I'll die from it because those worms tend to follow you fairly closely. And then this river seems to be blocked off at both ends. This cliff, if you try to approach it, the bugs will attack you, and same thing by climbing here. But I could potentially try to dodge these guys by doing this, but as you can see, it's fairly difficult to actually avoid them. And in this game, chocolate is your health, so you could kind of tell my health by that. Ooh, I don't know if they go all the way. Okay, yeah, they do go all the way up. If I could go just a bit further up, should be in good shape. I don't know what this guy's got to offer.
And what do you do then?
It'll cost you
Oh, how much?
a lot. Come back when you got more money. Go
Oh, great.
on your bike.
I have to come back when I have more money. I didn't even know this game had any kind of currency system. Okay, I just smacked this guy down the hill. Does not appear like I can. Okay. Well, I guess that was a waste of time and probably effort. So there's definitely something that I'm missing here, and obviously eventually I'm going to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. But one of the things that I've very much noticed about playing older games is one thing that is very hard to figure out with older games is like they well, all right, that's me being dead just from a random bug flying in. Older video games tend to have difficulty subtly teaching you what to do. Nowadays, there's a lot of there's not that many like built-in game tutorials. Most of the time, you just kind of start playing the game and you start learning some of the main aspects of the game during your playthrough of it. But in older games, they go through more like static tutorials, and the games that don't actually do that is quite harder to pick up what you're supposed to be accomplishing for those games. So I'm just gonna try this one more time, see if I can make any progress, and if I can't, I'm gonna avoid this video becoming me just repeatedly getting my ass kicked in multiple different challenges. And okay, well, can I keep going with this? It does not appear I can. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of homework, figure out what the hell I'm doing with this game. Probably gonna do more videos in this game as I run through it just regularly. Hopefully it's not gonna be as much of a failure as this, but for the most part it was gonna be my main thoughts on the game, what I think of it so far, and the general premise behind it. So this was Old School Tuesdays with Conkers Bad Fur Day, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to check out last week's episode when we covered Banjo-Kazooie. Bye. Man, that sure was a cool video. Remember when that thing happened? I know I do. Go ahead and click on me to subscribe and get notifications of our new videos, or click right over here and check out another one of our videos. Have a good one.
Some sort of